today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Chicago Bears taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 61 yards. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
This will be caught at about the 6. Williams loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, They didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you had periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. Broken tackle out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And Murray's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing. You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Able to power through. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Murray now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Arizona.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Murray, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Darnold. It's wearing the tight end with it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Williams. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll run with Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Murray now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Throwing again. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clay Matthews in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, open man is Kurt, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. That's complete to Mooney. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Murray caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the gun, Murray buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Edmonds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Edmonds. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. He may try and run for this. Murray fighting, lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the gun, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. The 40, 30, 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This one middle of the field. It's Waring, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Darnold to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
That's a gain of 9.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walton. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun on third down, Murray rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Murray.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Caught left side, Williams.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards the gain there, second down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now Murray again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, this is Edmonds.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Murray rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Again, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A slant to Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. From the 41, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Back now at Soldier Field, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got this?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now running right through it. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And pushing up their lead, the Titans have scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Murray steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
He'll drop this one down to Freeman.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Williams to return.
And he returns this to the 22.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. And he fires one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, good move. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Murray now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Draw play, Edmonds. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Jalen Johnson.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd down and 10. Darnold. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. We'll check on his status when we get back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cards, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the